Good afternoon from the exit going towards Universal Orlando Resort. We're headed in today to get an update on Halloween Horror Nights. Nothing really exciting happening here at the Aventura Hotel. They are still hard at work, building it up and up and up. It looks awesome. I can't wait. Here we go. Let's go in and check out some Horror Nights props. Hopefully there's new stuff out since the last time we were here. I think there might be. Are these plants on either side of the archway new? Maybe. I don't remember. When we showed up today, we thought for sure it was going to be super packed, but the 35-minute wait for Despicable Me tells me otherwise. That is a short wait. Speaking of Despicable Me and Halloween Horror Nights, our first house entrance when you first walk into the park will be right here for American Horror Story. It's like we said in our last video, the first scare zone you come to is Altars of Horror. Nothing has really changed except for the lights, like I think we showed you a few videos ago. But they also did repave this road here, which you can smell the asphalt as you walk in. Now, one of the reasons that we are thinking that they haven't put too many more props out is because, as you can tell by this scaffolding here and some of the work going on here in this plaza, in the music plaza, they're getting set up for Rock the Universe, which will be starting on September 8th. So there's not too much going on. I have a feeling after Rock the Universe, we're gonna see a lot more Halloween Horror Nights props because Rock the Universe is a Christian music festival. And as we look on to Music Plaza, once Halloween Horror Nights starts, we'll get a lot of switchbacks in here, and the entrance to The Shining will be right here in this location. And as we head into the New York area, you can see they've started setting up pop-up bars and food locations for Halloween Horror Nights. That's what all these orange tents are. The next house entrance that we're coming up on here is underneath this Metropolis Tribune sign, and that will be the entrance for The Fallen, which is an original house, which is kind of like the fight between good and evil, angels and demons. And then as we look down here towards the New York Public Library facade, you can see some lights on a tower right there. This will be the entrance to Dead Waters, which is like a bayou inspired original house with the Voodoo Queen from a few years ago making a return appearance. And this doorway here that you can read the words I, Stein & Company is actually the entrance to the Mummy Extended Queue, which during Halloween Horror Nights gets turned into a Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Quick look over at the new props that we have not seen out for Halloween Horror Nights in The Purge. This is where they have the little auction with some characters from The Purge up there yelling at people out in the audience, auctioning off people to purge. This is a new bus too, by the way. This is not the same bus as from last year. Or maybe it is, because that's a new Founding Fathers sticker. I've also changed out the Macy's windows displays for some Purge-themed sales. And of course, the windows have broken stickers, like the windows look like they were broken. And there's a TV in here that's going to be playing something. And the next window over here at Macy's still looks the same. It's got a lot of the same security type advertisements and stuff going on. Just passing by the Blues Brothers stage, and we're looking down this little pathway here, and there is a stage for Rock the Universe up. Here's another thing of Purge props, and from what we were reading, this is supposed to have a wood chipper type area. This looks like a construction site. Caldero and Collins General Contractors from New York, and lots of construction equipment, but I have a feeling that this is where the wood chipper is. I'm guessing, I guess I should say. All right, we're looking at the town car, which we have seen before, but it kind of looks like, all right, I may have been wrong about the last spot being the wood chipper, because this looks an awful lot like a wood chipper up on top of this car. So, more than likely, and this car doesn't move, as you can see by the pick points and the jack stands underneath it. So it will be a stationary with a platform on top, with a wood chipper, chipping body parts. Coming out of the New York area, passing by Lou Wasserman, and you can see some more pop-up tents. This is where they usually have the Twisted Taters, a Horror Nights food tradition. No real updates to Fast and Furious Supercharged that we can see from out here. So let's continue on to more Horror Nights stuff. Nothing too crazy added to the Invasion scare zone, except for these little boxes back here covered with black tarps. And then a few more props, and a few more brick props where the UFO has crashed into the ground and has like disrupted the ground here. Oh, they've added a lot of wiring underneath here, which I'm sure will help with maybe lights around the outside of this. Let's have a look, see if we can see any lights. I don't know. I'm sure that there is something. Oh yeah, look, you can see it right there. A couple of spotlights on the inside that will be shining out of different holes and stuff. all around the UFO. British theme park, pigeons hanging out on the London waterfront. And as we said before, London, Diagon Alley, and Gringotts will be open for Halloween Horror Nights. Nothing scary going on in there, just regular old riding and hanging out in Diagon Alley. And then of course back here where Fear Factor Live is going to be Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure. A really fun parody show that happens every year, but this is the last year that they will be having it. We're following these gentlemen who are dressed in all black around a ride based around Men in Black. I wonder if that's a coincidence. So over by this vacation information kiosk in between Fear Factor and Men in Black is the entrance to the Bloomhouse house, and we can kind of see a little bit of the facade back there. There it is, it says Bloomhouse. And then we can see a projector that will be projecting probably some Bloomhouse videos on the facade. Sorry, Blumhouse. And over here to the right of the bathrooms by Men in Black will be the entrance to Hive, which is an original house based on Nosferatu-like vampires, based in the 1980s. And then over to the right of it will be the entrance to Scarecrow the Reaping, which is an original house based around the Dust Bowl and an abandoned farm. And of course, really, really scary scarecrows. And then as we head into Springfield, there will be a roaming horde of chainsaw clowns in here that are mad about the use of clowns and chainsaws, I think, which sounds kind of interesting, but that's what it's gonna be. So we're heading into Kids Zone over here by ET because there is a Halloween Horror Nights house entrance over here, and that will be for Ash versus Evil Dead. This is different from last year because last year there would be another house entrance over there, but now there's only one house entrance back here, and that is by ET. And normally it is right about here, but I think they're gonna move it further back. And then we head back into another scare zone here, which is Trick or Treat. And we've been through this a few times, and they have changed some things very, very slightly. You guys can see back here, there are some sandbags with some yellow or orange X's on them. This is where that character, that figure of Sam was, and he is now gone, so as not to frighten the Rock the Universe crowd. It looks like they added a body and the table for where the bowl is, where it's like, please take only one, from out in front of the teacher's house or the principal's house. Also, there's an activation trigger, so that means that there will be a scare actor up on this porch. You can see the stage has had all of the Academy of Villains props removed so they can be used for Rock the Universe this weekend. And then look, somebody's glasses. It's a secret. Finally, the last scare zone that we will see walking into Hollywood here is the Festival of the Deadliest. Still nothing. Still no props, just lights. We got lights out, but nothing else. And the very last house entrance will be right here beside the Hello Kitty store leading into the second Shrek theater, and that is Saw, based on the character Jigsaw. Oh no, the Blues Brothers are in the way, and here comes Marilyn. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. Here we go. It's a traffic jam. Hey! Yeah, just 1 second. And there you have it. Quick update on Halloween Horror Nights, where the houses are going to be, a little short, teeny tiny description of what the houses are going to be like, and we'll put a link down in the description down below to the Universal website so you guys can get a more in-depth view as to what the houses are going to be. They do a lot better job of describing the houses than I ever could, so I'll leave it up to the professionals. So with that being said, we are off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.